Okay, we're back on the road, and we're going to finish our tape recording on how we got together. 1996. My son was 16, and you had 2 kids, and I had 2 kids, a son and a daughter. But my son and I took a trip to Ohio, so I met your kids. You met my son. And in the meantime, after that, I was in between marriages then, but I was engaged to someone, so we just visited, and from then on, we maintained our friendship and call back and forth, and then we both got married and divorced throughout the years, but during the years, when I met you in 96, I met your son, and so we got really close, and so I would call and talk to him. Well, then, my husband passed away on March 3rd of 2014, so I was cleaning the house and cleaning things out and sorting stuff out, and when I did, I came across his son's name on a piece of paper with a phone number, and my intuition says, why don't you call Jason? So I thought, oh, what the hell? How old would he be now? I wonder if this is his phone number, if I can talk to him. So I called the phone number on April 28th, 2014, and then what happened?
Then I was watching TV on my TV that when the phone rings, it shows up on the TV. And I seen Diane Westcott. And I yelled at my sister, and I said, you know Diane Westcott? No. I just about didn't answer. And I said, well, what the heck? I answered it. I didn't know who it was at first. I said, who is this? In a grumpy mood.
You were, yes. And I was giggling and laughing.
And then you told me he was dying. I said, oh, Diane.
We started talking. You figured out who I am. And we talked for many hours.
Was it happy pappy then?
And then I got your email, and you were sharing your daughter's Facebook account, so you'd log in and start checking me out on my Facebook. And then pretty soon we started Skyping, and that I think we talked for like 5 hours or something.
Did that one time for 8.
Did we?
Yeah.
And then Charles started wooing me with Sweetness by Yes and Hearts by Yes. Yep. The 2 songs. And when we talked, then I started talking to you about thinking positive thoughts.
Yeah.
So you started thinking positive thoughts. But before that, you said about a month prior You went to, month or so prior, you went to the doctor. And what song did you hear?
All summer long, Kid Rock.
And what happened?
Started really bringing back them old memories. And I wish I could see that girl again.
So, and several times you said you tried to find me
Prior.
on the internet, but you couldn't find me. So you had been looking for me because I hadn't called you for a couple of years.
I manifested you. And I didn't know nothing about spirituality, and you told me how much you've changed. And I asked you to come down here, and you said no. You want to see me, you come up here. And the year prior, I was real sick.
In and out of the hospital.
Prayed to God every day that I wasn't going to die. And I just had the will. I willed my way back to better than what I was. And St. Patrick's Day, 2014, I had another episode. And I was in the hospital. And I was feeling depressed and lonely. In my little 5-mile radius.
And that means he didn't want to go drive any more than his 5 miles to go see the doctor. That's all he ever did. Is everything that he wanted, stores, doctors, whatever, was within a 5-mile radius. That's all he went.
And April 28th, Diane called.
Oh, and what happened on St. Patrick's Day? You were in the hospital?
Yeah.
Is that when you heard the Kid Rock set? No?
No, I heard that prior to that. That's when I started trying to find you on the internet.
Ah.
That's when I had my little awakening. I was laying in the hospital bed. And I seen this black light. Everything went black. And I got paralyzed and I couldn't move. It was like I was in another dimension for a while. Couldn't move for about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or so. And then I woke up. It was like I had an awakening. And then, about a month later, I got the phone call. Diane. And she had told me how much changed and all that. And told me about spirituality. And you manifest things and you think positive and all that. And I started feeling better about myself. And then she started lifting me up. And part of that song said, I'd really love to see that girl again. Then I asked her to come down and see me. Because I was in my little 5-mile radius. She goes, no, been there, done that. You want to see me, you come up here. So, Yes had this song called "And You and I," and on the part of the video showed a guy and a girl. They were robots, and the guy was all depressed. And this girl come up to him, girl robot, started petting his head. And he looked up. And she put wings on me. So I got over my fear. She helped me through it. Got a plane ticket. Come up to Minnesota to see her.
June 10th, 2014.
And I was going to stay for 21 days till whatever, how many days, 21, 22, something like that. And I come up here, and the feeling, I mean, we just clicked again. I changed, I quit drinking, which I was a really bad alcoholic. But I quit drinking for 7 years prior to her calling. Into drugs, this and that, and
gambling.
And she just got me out of it. Got me out of my depression. So I come up here to see her, and I just had that feeling that this girl really loves me. And we both cried on it, and I didn't want to go back. She didn't want me to go back. So I called him and I said, well, I'm not going to come back. We'll stay for a while. And I thought I'd leave at a later time, and we just fell back in love. The love that should have been there in 78. But I grew spiritually. When I was in that hospital, I had an awakening. It was weird. I started feeling better about myself, and then she called. And then I come up here, and we fell in love. And we've had our ups and downs, but we worked through it. And now we're in love, and I've asked her to marry me. And we will soon, because I really love her. The love I should have shown her back then. And we probably both wouldn't have went through what we went through, especially me, doing the stupid shit I did. And then the rest is history. I fell in love with her, and
then you backed up. We went back to Ohio on October 12th. No, we got there October 13th. And day after your mom's birthday. And then you packed up all your stuff and moved to Minnesota.
And now we're going to live together for the rest of our lives for the next 80 years. We're going to grow more and more in love, more spiritual, and reach our higher selves. And think only positive thoughts of what you want, and learn spirituality more and more.
Manifest only good things. So what happened? What you got here and found love? What happened when you had your doctor's test when you went back to Ohio? You had to see your doctor, and what happened to all your tests?
All my tests were good. My diabetes was better.
Diabetes was almost as low. He said it's as low as he's ever seen it. Your blood pressure was good. Your heart was good.
That's what love will do to you.
And they said, whatever you're doing, keep it up.
Yeah. The rest is history.
So all you needed was a little hope.
Little hope and a woman to straighten you up.
So after 40 years,
We got back together.
we got back together.
4 years to the month. Might have been to the day. Who knows?
Who knows?
And we got back together and fell in love. Now we're going to be together forever.
And then we'll have a continuation to this video. So stay tuned for the next video, because I'm going to interview Charles, and he's going to tell how his life changed since, and his beliefs have changed since he came up here. So we're going to start a new video. See ya. Say see ya.
Say see ya.
What today?
I love you, Diane, forever and ever. Amen.
I love you, Charles, forever and ever. Amen.